Hi, welcome to Excel Education. In this video, we are going to see about writing nested if formulas. Nested if formulas are nothing but writing multiple if formulas which have multiple conditions inside one major if condition. Now let us try to understand it with a quick example. Now we have the grading system of a particular school, and we have five students who have scored various marks. Now the condition is that if the student has scored above 90, then the student is to be categorized as excellent. If he has scored 50 to 90, then that student should be categorized as good. And if the student has scored less than 50 marks, then it should be categorized as needs improvement. Now, here is the grading system. Now, let us try to quickly grade this particular student, Anil. So to start with, you need to write the if formula. So before we start off this formula, I request you to kindly check the previous videos because it is highly important that you understand those concepts to properly be able to understand the nested if formula. All right. So to begin with, we start with the logical test. And what is the logical test? The logical test is that score 55, which is there in C2, it should be greater than 90 marks. Unless and until you give this, system will not understand when to give us excellent or when to give us good or when to give us needs improvement. All right. So that is our first logical test. Okay. We are having three conditions here. Right. First condition is that the mark should be greater than 90. And the second condition is that the mark should be greater than 50 and between 50 and 90, right? That is the second condition. The marks, if it is between 50 and 90, you can give it as good. And if the marks are lower than 50, in that case, you have to mention that the candidate needs improvement. So let us quickly draft the formula. Now, if C12 is greater than 90, what do we want the system to show? We want the system to show that the candidate is excellent, or let us choose this. Sorry, is equal to if this is going to be greater than what, greater than 90, then show this. I'm blocking the cells. And what is value if false? We are having multiple conditions there. So had we given, let us say, just good or bad, we could not have written the other condition as well. So we have three conditions here. So instead of writing good or bad, what we do is we start another if formula inside this if formula. So instead of giving value false, we give another condition, if condition. So if value is false, we want system to check multiple things once again. So we write if again and open another bracket. Please note that this if is given inside this if condition. Okay, so system will first check if the mark scored is greater than 90. If it is greater than 90, then it will give this value as B4. B4 is nothing but excellent. On the other hand, if it is not greater than 90, then it will go inside this and it will start the logical process. Next logical process. What is the next if condition? Next if condition is that it should be at least equal to or greater than 50. Why is that? C12 at least greater than or equal to 50, because it is definitely not greater than 90. So we are going to be checking if it is at least greater than or 50, which covers everything up to 90 from 50. I'll repeat. Once we have checked everything that is greater than 90, definitely it is not greater than 90. It is the only case. If it is only if the number C12 is not greater than 90, then only it is going to come here. So since we know that the number is not greater than 90, now the next condition we are applying that it should be at least greater than or equal to 50. Right, so it will automatically cover everything that is up to 90, because it is definitely not 90 here. All right. So if it is greater than or equal to 50, then what? then show as good. That also I'm locking. And okay, now value of true is also over. Then we'll go to the value of false. Now, only thing that is left out is the possibility for the mark to be less than 50 because it is not greater than 90, and that is why it came here. If it was 90, it would have entered the result before as excellent. Since it is not greater than 90, it will come here, right? The number that is lying here can take any value. We are writing a formula for any value that can take its place. It can be 0. The value of C12, I'm saying the value of this particular cell can be 0. It can be 100. It can be 120. Whatever it wants, it can take the position. It can take its place, C12's place, and that's why we are drafting for all the variables that can come in that position of C12. So C12, if it is greater than 90, it would definitely give the value as B4. On the other hand, if C12 is not greater than 90, it will go inside this if condition, the second if condition. And inside this if condition, there is another logic that we have mentioned. And what is the logic? That C12 should be greater than or equal to 50. So it is definitely not greater than 90 if it has come here. So now if the value is greater than or equal to 50, if we just mention this, it will check all the values that are lesser than 90, because definitely C12 is not greater than 90. That's why it has come here. So if it is greater than or equal to 50, then we want the system to show the value as B5, which is nothing but good, that is mentioned here. And then if the value is not true, that is also not true. That means the C12's value is lesser than 50. In that case, we want the system to show needs improvement. I'm locking that as well by pressing F4. So what happens? What happens is that it will first check if it is greater than 90. If it is not greater than 90, it will check if it is greater than or equal to 50. If it is greater than or equal to 50, then it will give this B5 as the value. If it is not greater than or equal to 50 also, then it will give the value as B6. Now, as I have opened two if brackets, I have to close with two if brackets. I'm closing with two if brackets and I'm giving enter. All right. So the moment we give the enter, it executes the formulas and gives us the result as good immediately. Now I'm double clicking the formula and you get to see that yes, one student is having excellent, one student needs improvement because the score is below 50, and other students are having a good grade. I hope you understand this formula, and I also request you to go through the video multiple times, pause as and when you need it. I also request you to parallelly try in your laptop or system, and you understand it better before you proceed to the next video. I hope I hope to meet you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.